Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Vienna. Welcome to the Women's EHF Cup group stage draw. And also special welcome to all handball fans watching us live on our EHF Facebook channel and our EHF TV YouTube channel. Representatives of all 16 remaining teams in this competition in the Women's EHF Cup have now gathered here to witness a special milestone in the EHF's history. For the first time, this draw will mark a start of a group matches period, group matches stage in this competition. And more about the project you will learn from the EHF Senior Manager of the Competitions Department, Markus Glaser. Markus, please take the floor, and I ask you for your welcome words.
Well, dear handball friends, a very welcome to the EHF here in Vienna. An exciting week is behind the European Handball Federation with the EHF Congress that took place last week. The week was highlighted with a celebration for 25 years of the EHF, and a large number of handball fans, of course, were there to celebrate. A large number of representatives of the rich history of the European Handball Federation of the past, and also, of course, of the time which is now. I think it was a very good week. It was a fun week. It was a serious week with Congress decisions, but now it's back to normal life, back with business. And yet, I think it is a very interesting situation and coincidence that even after 25 years of the EHF, we are again opening a new chapter of competitions with the Women's EHF Cup in its new form that we are going to do today. We are taking the lots for this. We start with the matches afterwards, and I think it should be a very exciting season and a good way to start the second of 25 years for the EHF. We have 65 teams that participate in this competition. It's the biggest number of all the participating teams in all our competitions. There are 7 federations which are represented on this stage, which I think is a very good proof for the idea which was behind this event. And you remember in the discussions that we had in the different stakeholder groups within the EHF, it was the idea to combine the best women teams in one competition since this is much better as to have them divided with Cup Winners' Cup and EHF Cup as it was before. And if we look on the list of those clubs that made it now, I think this tells exactly that this was a good move. I think we can expect very good matches, equal matches with teams on more or less on the same level. And this is the best for all of us, for the teams, especially also for the spectators, which I think will welcome this competition in a very good way. And I hope for all of us that it will be a thrilling and interesting situation. Both the defending champions are not here anymore. Dunajvaros from Hungary, as well as Holstebro, who won the Cup Winners' Cup and EHF Cup in the last season, they went out. And I think this is already a proof for itself if we talk about the level of competition that we can expect. And I think this is enough of introduction. I think we are all eager to see how the teams and lots are going, and therefore I give the floor back to Vlado.
Thank you. Yes, Markus is right. Both defending champions are out, but on the other hand, we have 3 teams for who is this competition completely new and very special also because it's their first ever European campaign. It's Nückerbing, Brest and Bietigheim, and I would like to invite the representatives of Bietigheim and Brest to join Markus and conduct the floor together with him.
S'il vous plaît.
As Markus already pointed out, there are 7 countries represented here, and as our aim is to avoid any teams from the same country in the same group, there will be country protection rule applied in this draw. In the first pod, however, everything is completely open, and we can start with the draw.
So we have the teams in the white balls. We take a team first and afterwards see if the team is going in group A, B, C or D. Please. So the first team is IK Sävehof from Sweden. And Sävehof will take the top position in Group A. Yep. From Germany, HC Leipzig. They go to Group B, row 1. We have the team from Rostov-on-Don, from Russia. And we are nicely following the order. They go to Group C to make it easier for everybody. We have Glasverket from Norway. And now we will see if we are ready for the new EHF Cup. If we have Group D for Glasverket.
Okay, so the row 1 is now completed. We move on to the row 2. This will be done in 2 steps. First, we have to find the groups for 2 German teams so that they avoid Leipzig.
Yeah.
Kuban and Nückerbing are in the white balls.
So, yeah.
We start with the red balls.
Eine von den roten. So we allocate the German teams first in order to avoid that they go together with Leipzig. So we start with the team of Oldenburg. And consequently, we have only 3 positions available. So we have Oldenburg going to Group A, joining Sävehof. Yeah. This is the team of Bietigheim from Germany. This is Group C for Bietigheim.
So this means that Bietigheim go to group with Rostov-Don, and we can carry on with an open draw for the remaining two teams, because it can't happen that Kuban will go into the same group with Rostov. So now just quickly prepare the balls and we can carry on.
So Nykøbing from Denmark, who is another newcomer in the competition. They will go to Group D. And join Glasverket. And the last team of row number 2. Is the team of Kuban from Krasnodar in Russia. They will go to row 2 in Group B and join the German team of Leipzig.
So this moves us one step farther, and it moves pretty in the right direction, so we can carry on with the third row, as we have the fourth German team now here, Metzingen, and there is only one group to avoid confrontation with another German team. It has to be placed in Group D.
So we are now allocating, without any draw, Metzingen to row number 3, Group D. And by this, we have divided the 4 German teams to one group each. And we can now continue with the remaining 3 teams of row 3. Yeah, yes, yes. Please. So this is then already the second team of row 3, which is Erd from Hungary. They go to Group C. From France, Brest-Bretagne. Are you sure it's this one? Brest goes to Group B. And they join. And to close row 3, we have the teams of Randers from Denmark. And of course, they take the last remaining spot in row 3, which is Group A. Okay.
So the
Thank you very
row
much.
3 is now completed, and
Thank you.
now we move on
Merci
to the
beaucoup.
4th row. And as there is no other way how to avoid 2 teams in the same group apart from the direct allocation of the teams, we will carry on with allocating of them. We will give some time to my colleagues from competitions department who will decide and allocate all the teams. Meanwhile, I would like to ask the representatives of Sävehof, Rüdiger Osterloh, to join me here for a second and to give me a short interview. Sävehof started the season in a splendid fashion. In the Champions League, you achieved a historic win over Larvik, but then things didn't go your way, your direction, and now you have to focus to a new competition. How do you see this new format? Is it a good motivation for your players?
Yes, I think it will be very good as motivation, because we have a very young team and they can use all the international experience they can get.
It's no secret that you are in charge of a Swedish club, but you are a German originally. You are a former Olympic sailor. But I'm sure you have a sound knowledge of German teams. Were there any German teams here in this draw you would have preferred to avoid, or on the other hand, to meet in the group phase?
No, I don't think that matters which German team it is. They are quite strong, all of them. We met Leipzig some years ago in the Champions League, so we know what we can expect.
So now the group so far looks for you Oldenburg and Runners. How are you satisfied with this group?
Well, I think we are quite satisfied, because relatively short journeys, as there are a lot of problems with the championship at home. A lot of players are playing in the European Championship now in December, and short journeys are very good.
You mentioned that Sävehof is based in Göteborg, and there is a lot of going on in women's handball this year. So we all hope that the Swedish fans of handball will be satisfied having the Champions League, the Euro, and also the Women's EHF Cup this season.
Yes, we hope so, and we hope we get some more spectators to our new hall. So we'll see what's coming up.
Thank you very much, Rüdiger. Now we are ready to announce the remaining teams for the 4th row. So Markus, what is the result?
The allocation is going according to the seeding of the EHF Cup, and this is a procedure, this allocation of the teams from left to right, that we are using in the Champions League as well, because we might have situations sometimes that there is no system anymore where we can take the lots, and this is the situation here as well. Remember that we have only 7 federations, and you could only see, I think apart from Sweden, we have at least 2 teams from each of the participating federations, and because of this we have to use this allocation instead of taking the lots. So we start from left to right according to the seeding, if it is possible, which is not possible in all the cases. The team in Group A is Nantes from France, so Nantes goes to Group A, position 4. The team of Fehérvár from Hungary goes to Group B, that means Group B gets Fehérvár. In Group C is Byåsen from Norway. Byåsen from Norway goes to Group C. And the team of Lada from Tolyatti in Russia completes position number 4 in Group D. And by this, we have followed the regulations on the one hand, on the other hand, also made sure that there are not two teams from the same federation which have to play against each other. So this was the last part of the draw for row number 4.
Good job, Markus. It was a very sophisticated draw, but we managed that. Please remain seated. We carry on with 3 interviews with very interesting people. We already had here 2 newcomers, Brest and Bietigheim, and the third one is Nyköping. So therefore, I would like to ask Nils Olgersen to join me here for a quick word. Nyköping have never played the European Cup before, but so far 6 games, 6 wins. It looks like you enjoyed.
Very much. As you said, we are a pretty new team, and we like all the experience we get, and now we are happy that we get to play 6 more games, and hopefully more than that.
What do you expect from this new competition? You never had a chance to compare it to anything else before, so it's brand new for you?
Well, it's brand new for the club, but we have a few players who actually won the EHF Cup twice, and players who also won the Cup Winners' Cup, so they are experienced in Europe, and we are happy as a team for all the experience that we can get, and hopefully we will develop and maybe go forward.
Thank you very much. The last question, if we have a look on your Group D, we have Glaswerket, Metzingen and Lada as your opponents in the group. So are you happy or sad about it? What's your feeling?
Well, I can say I've participated 5 years and I never missed Lada. So actually, I would like not to play against them again. I would like to play against new teams. But it's a good experience. They're a very good team, so it's good for us. And Glaswerket and Metzingen are also good teams and not so far away. So I think we have it's a good group.
Yeah, Lada are very frequent visitor to the Denmark's handball. But you have to live with that. Thank you very much. Now we move on to a team which reached the final of the old EHF Cup before. And therefore I ask Ferenc Roth or his colleague to join me here at the stage. So last year you nearly made it. You were in the same position as Nyköping. You were completely newcomers and you made it all the way to the final. Where you lost to Dunaújváros. Do you think that this year it will be easier or more difficult for you to achieve the same feat?
Oh, we think that it will be much harder to come in the finals this year because now we have this group phase and it will be like a competition in a normal league, so it will be a hard way to come in the finals again.
What was the response of your success last season, where you had absolutely no experience and you made it to the European Cup final?
Yes, we come inside like a virgin in this final, so I think we go in easy way. We watched from game to game, and at the end we was in final, and we also had the chance to win this championship last year, but it was better team at the end, Dunaújváros, so it was okay. The second place was really good for us.
You ended up in the same group as Nyköping, so what is your feeling about this group?
Yes, I think we have hard opponents in this group, and especially the teams from the Norway and Denmark are really hard to play, and also together with the travel to Russia, it will be very hard for us. But we are fighting for going in the KO phase.
Good luck in that. Thank you very much. And the last interview will be done with a representative of Rostov-Don. And I politely ask Denis Davidov to join me here. Welcome. So Rostov were considered as heavy favorites even in the Champions League. Things didn't happen. Now you are playing in a new competition. How difficult it will be for your players to switch their motivation to the new competition and new opponents?
I think it was very hard for us. In Champions League we lost, but now we have a chance to correct the situation. We have very strong teams from Germany, Hungary and Norway, but I think we have a good chance to win the group. It is a good motivation for our players.
Is this it, just winning the group, or do you have higher ambitions?
Yes, it is high ambitions because we want to win. We lost in Champions League, but now we want to win. It is our target in this season.
Just at the beginning of the season, you parted ways with your coach, Jan Leslie. Do we have any news on his successor already?
It was a very difficult decision for us, but now we have a negotiation with some coaches. I think before the start in the EHF Cup, we have a new coach, and I hope it will be good for team and for club. We want to win. I repeat our words. Okay.
So the names will remain secret so far?
No. Now I can't speak about it, but we find a good coach. I hope it will be very good decision.
Thank you very much. Good luck in this decision. This concludes our draw today. Thank you very much for watching us. Make sure you tune in next week again. On Tuesday we have Men's Challenge Cup last 16 draw here. And on Thursday we have Men's EHF Cup Group Phase draw. That's all. Thanks again, and goodbye from Vienna.